Alright, so opening the closed guard from the knees, okay? So kind of like the basic way everyone is taught to open the closed guard. Alright, so got the guard closed here. I'm going to make a grip on the pants, and I'm looking to frame here in the hip bones, okay? So from here, I'm framing in the hip bones. My left knee is going to open first, right? So I open one. Now my right knee comes in the butt, and now I'm opening back even further. From here, my lower back is going to move away and pop that guard open, okay? A couple common mistakes on this one. You see guys go and they put the right knee in the butt first. So from here, right? If I put my right knee in the butt first, my base is so compromised, right? All it's going to take is a little nudge here, and I'm going over, right? So I want to move my left knee open first. One, right knee comes behind the butt. Two, I slide back even further. My lower back moves away, and I pop that open, okay? When we're coming up into the guard pass, I'm putting my knee up in the front so you can't recover back to the closed guard, okay? Another very, very common mistake is that when I'm framing the hips here, right, I open, I allow the guy's hips to come up on top of my knee here, right? And almost now, no matter what, it's going to be tough for me to open this, okay? So, basic guard pass, all right? So, that leads in, right? If the guy is keeping his hips up, can't really do the guard pass, okay? So, countering this basic guard pass, right? It's going to be here, framing my hips, right? If I put my heels below his butt and leverage my hips up, it's going to be almost impossible for him to move back and open this space, right? So here, as long as my hips are up, it's going to be tough for him to hit the basic guard pass, okay? So, here, yeah. So here I can't, right? So the guy's moving back, he's opening this leg away. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grip the cross collar, and I want to square up to him. So here I want to hop off my shoulders and square up. So I want to center to him. And now from here I'm going to cup the triceps, right, above the elbows, and I'm flaring these elbows and bringing them down, hugging them nice and tight. Okay, so I can always think about to flare the guy's elbows and pull him here with my legs to break his posture. Passing this closed guard, right? Right, so we went with the traditional model already, right? And if the guy keeps his hips up, it's going to be really tough, okay? So now let's take a look at kind of standing to pass this closed guard, okay? So if Joe's breaking my posture down here, right, it's going to be my lower back and my hands trying to help me posture here. It's going to be so hard to if he's stronger than me, right? It's a strength battle here, okay? So what I want to do, I want to step my leg on the mat and take that strength battle away, okay? I want to get my hips and my legs under me to help me gain my posture, okay? So here he's breaking me down. Boom, I'm going to step my leg on the mat. My knee is always pinching nice and tight. And now that I have my legs under me, it's so easy to posture up, okay? From here, I'm looking to get the cross grip, and now I'm going to open my leg here and stand, okay? So from here, look, I got my foot on the mat. I open my foot, and I step 1, 2. Okay. From here, my hips are going to come in, and I'm turning my palm up, okay? So when I turn my palm up, it ensures that my elbow is in. Close the guard. All right, so the guard is closed, my elbow is in. I'm just going to frame his knee here, shake, and I can start to walk backwards, and now pass the guard. Okay, so now let's say we got the cross collar grip now, okay? So another really common way of the guy breaking my posture is going to be with this sort of cross collar grip. Okay, so here, it's got the cross collar grip. My most important thing for me is that I don't let him connect the dots, right? So I don't let him get both hands attacking my neck here, okay? If he gets here, I'm hosed, right? So always what I'm going to do, I'm going to block the other bicep, okay? So his right hand is in the collar. I'm going to block his left hand from getting the choke, okay? From here I can hang out, whatever, right? And again, I want to use my leg to help me gain my posture, okay? So from here I'm going to set my right leg on the mat, knees pinching nice and tight, and now we're going to break this grip, okay? So from here I'm going to let go of the bicep, I come up, make my cross grip. All right, so now I already have a cross grip, right? I'm going to break it, boom, pop it off, and I'm going to pin to the hips. From here, I'm going to open the knee again, stand up, hips in, boom, and I open the guard, okay? So when we're breaking grips, right, we got the cross collar grip here. I don't just want to like cup it and pop it off, right? Otherwise, it's just going to re-grip, right, okay? And then we end up in this cycle where I'm just popping these grips off, okay? So what I want to do, I want to make my cross collar grip, or my cross sleeve grip, and now when I pop it, I have the control here, and I already have my good grip to stand up, okay? Also, when I'm breaking the grip, I want to go towards the gap in the hand, okay? Just like the stranger danger, the little kid wrist roll off, okay? I want to break it to the gap. So I don't want to go into the lapel, I want to go outside of the lapel here to the gap in his hand, okay? From here, I control, open my knee, 1, 2, and stand up. Why do I hold one sleeve here? It's because if he has both hands free, he can hit this double ankle sweep, okay? So when I'm passing the guard, I always want to try and get at least one sleeve grip, preferably the cross collar. All right, so taking the back now. I'm just attacking my pants here, right? Let's get the grip. I'm going to make a cross grip here, and my left hand is going to come under into the wrist. Okay, from here I'm going to pull him with my hips, bringing the grip up high to the ceiling, or high towards my head, and now I'm going to drag it across my body here. Okay, so I'm really extending him over here. Okay, now my left hand is going to come up and hug the lap, and from here I'm going to start to move my hips to the outside. Okay, so let's turn a little bit. From here, my right heel is trying to leg curl, so I'm trying to bring his weight on top of me. So here I'm going to move my hips out and leg curl and bring him on top. Okay, from here I take my seatbelt and I just took the back. Okay, if I'm having any problems, right, like the guy for whatever reason won't come up off his knees, I can always start to come up. Okay, so I can always start to come up, lock my seatbelt, and continue to work towards his back. So now we're going to look at countering that back take, okay? Goes going to be down, drags the arm across my body, here, right, cross grip, boom, drags it, right? So he's going to take my back unless I do something to stop his hips from moving up towards my back, okay? So what I'm going to do, my right leg is going to step on the mat here, my knee is going to pinch nice and tight, and now I got him blocked. So now he can't move his hips up enough to get to my back. Okay, so here I can kind of chill out, right? Reach across, get my posture back, and now I'm looking for my cross grips, stand, and pass that guard. So we can use this leg to help counter against a lot of other things too. The armbar and the overhook, okay? So goes here, he starts to wrap up this overhook, right? He locks my arm in nice and tight. What I can do to unhook this, right? I'm going to step my leg on the mat, turn my thumb down, and start to limp arm this out, right? If I'm here on both knees and he wraps it up, and I don't set my leg up, right? Again, he can get his hips out and he can start to go for this omoplata where he's throwing his left leg, up over my head here, coming out, both feet. Yep, and then sitting up for that shoulder lock, okay? So I really, really need to block his hips in this position. All right, so again, I'm here, I'm gonna block his hips with my knee, and I limp arm out of there. Now we're gonna look at the double ankle sweep, okay? Yeah, so I'm here in the guard, and the guy just kind of stands up, okay? So here, so he stands up, I'm going to control behind his ankles, I sink my hips, and now I'm going to drive my knees into his chest. From here, I'm going to pick one side to lean to. All right, so here I lean to the side, I'm bringing my heel nice and tight to his hip, my other heel is chopping down also. I'm going to look to control the head here, and I'm coming up into the mount. Okay, so when we're standing up in the guard, this is going to be one of the biggest threats, is kind of countering this double ankle sweep. Okay, so I stand up in the guard here, right? knocked down to my butt. Here, boom, right? First thing I need to do is pinch my knees. So if I pinch my knees, it's going to be very, very tough for him to come up over his own knees, okay? So now look, I'm looking to frame his hips, not his chest, his hips, okay? If I frame the chest, there's an armbar that we learned in the core class, okay? So I'm looking to frame the hips, and I'm taking my leg out. So I'm using my foot and my hand here to elevate my hips and move this leg backwards, okay? And now I'm attacking his guard, right? So in the self-defense classes, and pretty much all the time in jiu-jitsu, we use this technical stand-up to help us get back to our feet. All right, so the position is here. I'm on my hip, right? I'm always on one side. My hand is on the mat, my foot is on the mat. And now look, I'm going to use these two to elevate my hips, and now I take this out and step up into my fighting stance, okay? So same thing, you see the position in a Turkish get-up, with the kettlebells, or just in jiu-jitsu all the time. All right, last one is passing the spider guard, okay? Just for Neil. All right, so here, he's got the sleeve grips, right? Feet are in the biceps. Here he's playing the spider guard, which he intuitively knows, right? One leg is extended, one leg is bent. Great, right? So from here, look, I'm gonna make my pants grips, and I wanna put him flat on his back first, so then I can drag him up to his butt, okay? So I want to get him to his butt, not on his side, okay? So if that means squaring up and then pulling him back, that's what I gotta do, okay? From here, I'm gonna make my pants grips and think about to roll his feet to the inside, okay? So I'm flipping his feet to the inside. I'm gonna keep these pants grips, and now I'm gonna drive my shoulder into the chest and kind of flatten him out here. So I drive my shoulder in, flatten him out, bring this grip up high, and take my side control.